Surindra Rajabhat University has another advantage because you have cultural activities. And this kind of activities can be, spread from Manipur to Guwahati to different parts of Indian cities and towns. That way, many academic tourists and cultural participants would like to visit Thailand, and it will lead to promote different aspects of tourism. So now coming to Indian scenario, India's soft power is primarily derived from its rich cultural heritage, and India has a diverse tradition. I was talking to you just few moments ago. When you go to South India has a different food culture, different practices. When you come to Northeast India, many Thais, when I go to Thailand, I don't feel like a foreign country because we look alike. But when you go to different part of India, maybe you will be treated or something else like foreigner or Northeast India or Japanese or Thai. But diverse traditions India has can be an advantage. And looking at Indian history and contributions to the art, literature, music, cinema, of course, yoga, spirituality, and Indian cuisines. Now, let me have a kind of opinion which I formed after visiting different countries and Singapore. We have a kind of casual talk among our friends. He said, I visited Singapore for the second time, but I don't like to go for the third time. Then one of my friends said, no, that is true. Singapore is very advanced technologically. One of the most advanced, city in the world. But why we don't like to visit many times to Singapore? The reason is, very simple. We don't enjoy the same food, same culture. Varieties also attract, diversity also attract, different taste and feeling. Now, in case of Thai, I interact with different friends and they have the kind of opinion. It's not my opinion, of course. Almost my friends, business class, academics, employers, they feel that every time I visit Thai, every district, every province, every town, every city has a uniqueness, new things, new food, new culture. So visiting Thailand many times is encouraging. So let us try to conclude that visiting Thailand many times encouraging. Whereas some of my friends visited to New York. They said, I would like to go for the third time. Not only costly, but उसमें देखने का क्या बात है? What is to be said? Life is very fast. So Thailand enjoys a special, privilege. Varieties of attraction. Now similarly, look at Indian scenario. India is, quite vibrant in terms of diversity, in terms of culture, in terms of dance, in terms of music. So India's soft power also lies apart from technology, software skill, though, if you look at the advanced countries in the world, you will find Indian diaspora working as CEOs. Why? Because India is quite right, or maybe, of course this will attract a lot of criticism, may confine to soft power. So this soft power has enabled India to engage in cultural diplomacy. Now when we talk about cultural diplomacy, we cannot forget different aspects of Indian civilization. For example, yoga has been accepted all over the globe, and after Narendra Modi is becoming Prime Minister, yoga is promoted. All over the European countries, yoga is being practiced because medicine does not give the lifelong treatment. Through yoga we can practice. So like Indian can be engaged in different cultural message, and also it build the bridges to connect each other and foster understanding and enhance its international image. And naturally, when image is there, it directly or indirectly influence. So India is an enlightened nation with a vibrant soft power inheritance. The country is vividly conscious of the weight of its cultural engagement and requires putting in little more effort to present its culture fascinating to the corners of the world. This is what is going on at present, promoting Indian culture and civilization. For the first time, after a long year, after a gap of Indian independence, after 50 years, now India is signing. India's signing is now being spread through Narendra Modi's amicable cultural assimilation and dissimilation. Now look at Gandhiji. Now Russia and the kind of war which is going on in Russia and with Russia, and the kind of war which is going on in with Israel. Different power blocks are influencing each other. Whereas the contribution of Gandhiji, like Nelson Mandela, Gandhiji and his influence. Gandhi, the figure, the symbol of non-violence in Indian culture, is deeply inculcated to his contribution. We are deeply inculcated to his contribution. So Gandhi's non-violence is being, accepted all over the world. The soft power brought with an impression of a bright, hovering sphere and reliable, which motivates the developing nations across the world after seeing India's potential. Now let me highlight, India supported through COVID vaccine, Covishield. India became a world leader providing those things. At the same time, not only non-violent and also liberal, threatening global leadership can be reduced through means of peace. And this is where I feel that some kind of, similarities, how Thai could remain neutral to all the countries. Thai was not colonized, yet all the embassies of global powers are there in Bangkok. They could balance because they have the peace in mind. Maybe because being a Buddhist country. Of course the question is there. But Gandhi's, non-violence can be brought time and again. At the same time we have Rabindranath Tagore, a novelist, who is a figure in India, who wrote Indian national anthem, Jana Gana Mana. So Indian literature, Indian music, Indian dance, software industry, Ayurveda, etc. are an extraordinary area of soft power. Okay, let us look at if time limit is there. Let me remind from the organizers. I think sometimes while delivering the lecture we forget the time. So Indian art forms such as classical dances have also captivated global audience. This is Manipuri Ras dance. I think this kind of dance was shown many times since since the MOU with Surindra Rajabhat University and Manipur. Various dance forms of India. Now Bollywood cinema, right? The Bollywood cinema is also promoting Indian cultures and attracting, and Indian cinema is also growing not only